So when the opportunity came up to homeschool when they were 7, we jumped.
Thank you so much, Manisha, for having me today. I really wanted to have relevant education for my children. I wanted them to be really cultured and have seen most of the world. It was something that was really important to me. And so we started on our journey to world school and see different parts of the planet. I think having the bells and sitting in rows and taking attendance and being tardy or truant and penalties in this way just isn't relevant for where we're moving. You know, a lot of my students are cycle breakers, and so they're having to move out of the industrial and into the future fields.
I saw a study a while back that said that homeschool kids were 1 to 2 years ahead of private school kids. Private school kids were a year or so ahead of public school kids. But unschooled kids, kids who had received no schooling whatsoever and spent their day however they wanted, were only about a year behind. This was at the college level. And once they were in college, the unschooled kids caught up very quickly within a year or two. So essentially, not schooling at all only sets you behind for a year until you care to catch up. And that indicates to me that it's learning that drives teaching, not teaching that drives learning.
Well, Naval, I think that you've definitely hit the nail on the head with that one. I think that students and children have to be in a space that's safe for them to learn and to explore. The space that we've created is really about unschooling a lot. A lot of my students come from industrial school and into a more open environment. I find that they actually need a lot more time in nature, and that is a consistent way to get them off the screens and reconnect with themselves in nature and each other in nature. I think that is a huge component that is missing in our society, definitely in our education system, and that there's plenty of time and space within the homeschooling spheres to do that.
I have a question for you, Naval. A lot of the families that come to Modulo are very successful, innovative tech entrepreneurs. Do you think there's a reason that people in tech are especially attracted to homeschooling?
Yeah, people in tech are much more likely to be self-made, and they're much more likely to understand that a lot of the skills that school teaches you today, or at least the industrial schools teach you, are obsolete. They're making you memorize things in a world and age of Google. They're making you memorize your times table in an age of calculators. They're making you learn skills like handwriting, which are functionally, unfortunately, obsolete, whatever you may think. And they're just wasting a lot of your time.